But there's a couple scenes that when I was watching it, I was remembering because it looks hot.
Yeah.
And I was even believing it is hot, and then I remembered that we were cold, like on the ridge. Even
Yeah,
on
the ridge was freezing.
And we were yeah.
I'm curious to know, in the Scorch trials, you guys were shooting in New Mexico. What was like the craziest thing that happened on set that we wouldn't see?
It was cold. I think that's weird.
Well, that's crazy.
People don't expect that. It was really, really cold, especially by the end. It was snowing one day when we were up in the mountains.
And you can see it. You can see it in our breath. And then, but there's a couple scenes that when I was watching it, I was remembering because it looks hot.
Yeah.
And I was even believing it is hot, and then I remembered that we were cold, like on the ridge. Even
Yeah,
on
the ridge was freezing.
And we were
Well, I believe
it looks so hot. Yeah,
it
I do.
looks really freaking hot out there.
I was definitely surprised by the stuff that we didn't get to see shot. So like, we didn't get to see all that stuff with Dylan and Rosa Salazar, like when they're getting chased by the crank. So that stuff was really cool for me to see when the glass breaks.
That stuff looks great.
That stuff looks really, really cool. And not being, actually, I think we got to visit set that day. I think Thomas and I actually went up too. But actually going to visit, but not being able to see it on screen and not being a part of it was really, really cool.
Right there! Hang on!
Dylan and I have a very tumultuous, non-stop journey with this action sequence that just, you think it's gonna end and then it just like keeps getting worse and worse and worse for them and comes to this like big dramatic finish where we're just sort of staring at each other like, whoa. And I think it's really imperative for Brenda to be in that position with Thomas, no spoilers, but I was really interested to see that because we spent, about 2 weeks in a harness and we were rock climbing, we were running, we were, we were lighting things with flashlights. We were really like getting each other through it in the movie and also getting each other through the filming of it. It was, very hard. And I was really happy to see it all come together in such a seamless way.
Worth all the hard work.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I was so impressed.
For more of our interviews with the cast of The Scorch Trials, click in that box on the left, and on the right we have all the things that you didn't know about Dylan O'Brien.